Okay, so today is April 1st. I am demonstrating an experiment. Here we have the experiment of gibberellic acid. So what I'm doing basically is separating all the gibberellic acid samples on the left. Now I'm putting the control samples on the right. So I'm making 4 of them so we can make sure that our observations are correct. So we have here, we have sunflower seeds sprayed with gibberellic acid. We have control, which is watered only with water. And here we have stressed Coleus plant. This is pretty damaged, as you can see. So I'm controlling it with another stressed plant, and let's see what's going to happen if the gibberellic acid is going to make it flourish again. Right, so we have another Coleus, but this time it's a normal Coleus. It's a big Coleus. It is not stressed. And here we have another Coleus here. So I'm deliberately choosing the smallest plants to comparing to these plants. This is the bigger one and this is the small one. So I'm choosing the small plants to see if they're going to become bigger than the control ones, the control bigger ones. Right, I have also chosen the asparagus fern, build everything. This on the right is the gibberellic acid sample, this is the control one. So as you can see, this is the bigger one. Same goes with Tradescantia. This is the smallest, this is the biggest. Now I have also potters sprayed with gibberellic acid, so I have almost 11 species here sprayed with gibberellic acid. And I'm choosing them to see whether this hormone actually works and to see the effects of this hormone on all these plants. Our Cora Cactus as well is going to perform the experiment. I'm going to see how it's going to respond to, although I can see some over there. We have also the Cora Cactus and Portulacaria afra, and here we have spider plants. Now this spider plant is the gibberellic acid one and this is the control. Right, I think this is going to be the experience, and this is going to be the experience of gibberellic acid, and I'm going to make my observations and I'm going to share the results with you and conclusions. It does actually belong to the gibberellins hormones, and it's called the gibberellic acid. Now this comes in a tablet. So I've tested on different plants, and what I've noticed after a week is that the plants on the left are the ones sprayed with gibberellic acid are not showing any, to be honest, are not showing any difference here with the ones that were watered with water, with plain tap water. So I think personally that this observation is still in its early stages, so I'm not going to conclude anything. So this was of the difference with the sunflower seeds. They're all sprouting, they're all germinating, but I can see no difference. Actually, the advantage is with the tap water sunflowers, but as I said, it's still early to conclude anything. Another plant I sprayed with gibberellic acid was this Coleus, as opposed to this one. These were looking like this one. I mean, I've tested the gibberellic acid on this one, and it was looking a little bit like this one, but then I can see that there is an effect. There's an actual effect on this Coleus plant, and it's responding to the hormone. This one was only watered with plain tap water, and this was sprayed with gibberellic acid. I can see a huge difference here between these two. And now with the big Coleus plants. Now this one was sprayed with gibberellic acid, and this one is control. I can guarantee that this one is responding to the hormone. I can slightly feel like there's a catching up here happening here, because this one was not this height when I first applied gibberellic acid on this one. So I can tell that there's a difference now. Still, it's only 1 week. This is the first update, and I'm gonna make another update the next week and the other week, hopefully. Now here is an interesting thing here with the asparagus Ethiopiacus. Now I've deliberately chosen the big one to be the control, and the small one to be the gibberellic acid sample. What I've noticed is that in the control normal water asparagus, I can see no new growth, no shoots whatsoever, and I can see new growth in my gibberellic acid asparagus. Here's another one, here's another one, but I could see that this one attracted aphids. I don't know whether gibberellic acid has any effect on aphids, but all I can see, all I can feel is that this one is having more growth than this one. So this is a positive observation for the gibberellic acid and its effects on the plant. And here's the Tradescantia. This one was sprayed with gibberellic acid, and this one was control. But honestly, I can see no difference. Although I took some cuttings from these two, not really sure how they responded to the hormone. Yeah, but I'm gonna give them more time and see if anything's gonna happen to these plants. Here's another interesting result of the gibberellic acid experiment. This is a Cora Cactus, and this one on the left was sprayed with gibberellic acid. What I can see is these were all like reddish. They had a reddish color, like this one here. They still have this color, but this one that was sprayed with gibberellic acid, and I've seen it on 2 plants, because these are the first experiments with the Cora Cactus, and I have another one, another shelf with the Cora Cactus plants, and they've responded the same way, and they all became green. These are still having the reddish color. Okay, this is honeysuckle. Now this one was really short. I mean, it was like this height, and then it started growing. I don't know if it's the season that's making them growing this fast, although they're really fast growers, but you can still believe that gibberellic acid had some effect on this one. Why, I'm not really sure, because I don't have another honeysuckle in my garden. That's why I can't make any comparison here. These are the second Cora Cactus sampled. Now on the left, as I said, we have the reddish color. Although I have some reddish color on the one on the right, but as you can see, they restoring their green color. I mean, as you can see, there's more green color in these Cora Cactus than on those, which is really interesting. And the best one so far is with the spider plant. We all know that these plants have this tube to give new babies of the plant. I mean, this plant and this one here, they had the same height of that tube, of that shoot, but look at this one here, how long it became. I mean, it's really long, and it's showing a very good growth. I really like it, and this is a clear sign that gibberellic acid has a very interesting and significant effect on the plants. The application was plain simple. I had this sprayer here of 2 liters, and I took the quarter, and I took the half of the quarter from the gibberellic acid hormone, and I diluted it with 2 liters of water, and then I took the other half of the quarter and then I put it in another 2 liters of water. Now, what I did before I put water there, I diluted the gibberellic acid with alcohol. I did this because it had fast effects to break down the hormone inside the sprayer, and then I put water. It was simple. I sprayed all the leaves with water, and 1 week, and as you can see, we have these results. Gibberellic acid affected my plants, and it's still 1 week, and I don't want to make I'm trying to forbid myself from making any conclusions, but yeah, it's clear that we have some results here. Some plants haven't shown any clear signs that the gibberellic acid has a very good effect on them, like the sunflower seeds. The Coleus, still the one that I sprayed with gibberellic acid is catching up, but I'm not really sure that the season is playing a major role here, or it's just the gibberellic acid acting in a positive way. So we still have time ahead of us. I'm gonna make new updates every week and see after a month or two if there's anything extraordinary, hopefully. Right, so thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you soon.